Bring the titties. I've been bitten by this in too many other games. This is surely a trap. There we go. Beheaded her. Nice one, Alistair. Just like detonating mines. Oh, and also like Cyberpunk, I detonate the second trap with my face. What do you mean, if you had failed?
What can I say, huh? I am an eternal optimist.
Yeah, you're right, Bright. He does sound like a Khajiit. Ha. Khajiit has wares if you have coin. Maybe Zephyrin is like a Wish.com Khajiit. Like the dodgy one. It's like, oh, you know, it's like the memes. Mom, we want to get Khajiit. No, we've got Khajiit at home. Khajiit at home. Zephyrin.
Right?
Right.
Got it.
Okay, let's go, people.
Come! Time dwindles as we dawdle.
This guy, this alliteration.
I could put him back up there.
Don't tempt me.
He's so annoying.
If Magus finds...
So Johnny does show up.
Know what my favorite game is?
Death, that's your favorite game. Flaming Crotchman.
It's me.
Flaming dude.
Guy who, you know.
Guy with the smoking crotch.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it.
Hey, flaming junk dude got a brand new junk. Ow, it burns. It burns us.
You hear that?
Good morning, night city, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
After you do like Star Guy says and use the bathroom.
I don't need to.
All right, but don't say I didn't warn you when church grandpa makes you do faith crunches.
Wait, Raker's gonna do what?
It depends. But at some point, someone says my name, and then there's a little bit of pee.
Great. I did not want to know that.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, little fuzzy. Maybe the little bit of pee is you.
Nope.
What the hell? Places. I did not realize. Ah, shit. Nearly did it again. That's a... Stop. The wall is uneven, and when I walked forward, it kept nudging me out. Oh, I have a fear of heights. And that triggered it. Holy shit. Oh, we probably would survive it anyway, but I'm glad we didn't fall down. Oof. Deliver it to the agents. Alright, not far away, although... I'd rather have my bike. Where is the bike? Over there.
Night City!
Hey, you doofus! Alright, good job, AI-controlled motorbike. Damn these guys and their traps. Where are you dickheads going? So we can level up and become mighty. Haha, yes we can. Suck on that. Boom! That's very fun. That's a very fun spell. Go team, go. Excellent. I'll stand here offering words of encouragement. So I can activate the symbol. There we go. Go, doggos! Excellent. Oh shit, there's guys coming from the other side too. Oh no, I hit my own teammates. Oh, that's a fail. Woo. Friends. Ha! Ha! Oh, Alistair just got rear kicked in the face. Oh, look at this. Yes! Go, old dude. Like USB-C, it doesn't matter which way you plug it in, it just works. Alrighty, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. This is Nerdedness, I'm Shade, how are you doing? Thank you for joining me on this lovely evening for some Elder Scrolls Online. Now, I've been having a little bit of fun doing questing, or side questing so far, in Western Skyrim, to see how it kind of compares to playing Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, and I'm really liking the tie-ins. But anyway, now it's time to check out some of the main story that's going on there. So let's load on in. I was hoping to be a little bit more prepared than I actually am, but it should only be a moment. We should be pretty much set. Once the servers let me in. Let me in! How's everyone's week going so far? We are almost approaching the weekend. Oh, and we're in. Yep. Give us the things. Thank you for that. Yes, yes, yes. Inventory space is good enough for us to get started. So, let us jump to... There is no quick jump to Western Skyrim. That's fine. The travel point is just around the corner. So I did do a little bit of activity in between streams for organizing, but not a lot. Anyway, over to Western Skyrim we go. So Tabby, for you, it's been a long week, ready for the weekend. Do you have some cool stuff planned for your weekend ahead? Let's jump into Solitude. Let's go there. I'm still not entirely sure what my weekend involves yet. I'll figure it out tomorrow. Alrighty, we are here.
I need your help.
So this guy's got a main quest, but I want to make sure we try and get the main quests in the right order, because that's the thing that can happen in this game. The content is awesome. There's an excellent amount of it, but holy shit, does this game just throw stuff at you. Start zone story, and that takes us to the docks. That's where we need to start. So that's where we're going. But yes, generally speaking, my approach, if you want to get the... Hang on. This way. A general approach to playing this game and its content is to, you know, do one zone at a time.
Pleased to see
and when you do the zone, go and do all the delves and the Sky Shard collection. Do the side quests and stuff. Try only do one or two at a time so you don't get lost in what's going on like I do. Have I? Was it this guy here? Where did it tell us to go? Nope, down and around. Hang on, where are you? Hang on. That is the wrong story there. Alright, I need to try this again. It's trying to route me to another zone. Wasn't paying attention. Don't navigate until continue zone story is here. There it is. It is Brondold. That's an interesting name. Brondold. Here he is. This guy. It is this guy. The guy who's injured and intercepted us at the waypoint. Alright, here we go. So, sometimes they get it right. Maybe they do most of the time. It's hard to tell, because they just splatter you with quests wherever you go. It's one of the few flaws in this game. Anyway, do the side quests, then when that's done, do the main quests in order, and you'll get the most bang for buck. You'll have a good time, and you'll be making progress and feeling like you're making progress throughout the map. Okie dokie. Cornflower joins. You're ready for the weekend as well. Awesome. What is on for your weekend ahead? Alright, Brondold. What is happening? What is the main story here?
There's no time. Take this. Keep it safe.
Wait, what are you giving me?
Information. The Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Just need more proof. Go! They're coming!
Who's coming? Who's the ones that attacked you?
Don't trust them. Only Lyris. She's...
Lyris! Oh, we love Lyris. Hold on. Hold on. Stay with me, bro. Nope.
What did that fugitive tell you?
Fugitive, hey? Wow, that's interesting. This has gotten very complex already.
Who are you? Another spy? What did this lying Easterner say to you?
Easterner? Oof. Well, I was going about my business when I saw that he was injured.
Assisting a fugitive is a crime in Hafingar Hold. Unless you want to find out how we deal with traitors and spies, tell me what he said to you.
Alright then, well, he said something about the Ice Reach Coven at work in the west. Do you know what that means?
Ice Reach Coven? Ridiculous. The only threat to the west are those damn spies from eastern Skyrim, conspiring against our king. Forget whatever nonsense this skeever told you, and be on your way.
So...
You hear more talk like his? Report it to the guard.
Alright. So does that mean in this era, Skyrim is divided? Like, when we play Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, at least Skyrim's somewhat united. Well, no, there's a civil war, but at least the whole region is... No, they are divided amongst the both sides, so... Alright, Skyrim seems to have lots of civil war going on. Cornflower 998, got people coming over. Awesome, I've just figured out who that is. Now, alright, Shield Corporal, got it, understood.
Don't stick your nose where it doesn't belong.
Yeah.
Solitude doesn't take kindly to instigators or strangers. And mark my words, you'd rather not get on the wrong side of the High King's Guard.
High King's Guard, yes, very good.
Go on.
Thank you.
Just remember, I'll be keeping an eye on you.
All right, thank you for the threaten and the threats and the suspicion. All right, open the things. All right, a scrap. Oh, get the text out of the way. A scrap of paper with hurried writing scrawled in a shaky hand sits on top of the pile. Brundold, the guards came asking about you. They were rattling their scabbards at anyone they could find. I'm scared. I hid your horse in the woods. I'll wait in the barn by the stables outside the city, but only one more day. An official-looking form with annotation. Declaration of Customs, Port of Departure, Sentinel, Solitude, Cargo offloaded. Okay, yep. One crate of, yep. Saw a crew member surreptitiously marking several crates at the docks. Hidden compartments? Couldn't get a look inside. A small, tightly folded note tucked in between the sheets. Left a surprise for you. Follow the directions. Where the stones stand south of the lonely docks, in the shadow of their shelter, where the living trees keep watch. Okay, stones stand south of the lonely docks, in the shadow of their shelter, where the living trees keep watch. Okay, follow the cryptic directions. Does it give me a quest marker? It does. The south of the docks, I was going to say, is there a standing stone there? There isn't, but anyway, we've got 2 places to go. Alrighty, Garrus, let's go. So, Cornflower, what are you playing? You doing some questing? What zone are you questing in? Bright's not online at the moment, so we're not going to get gate crashed and disrupted by Bright's antics yet. No, Bright has no surprises planned for us as yet. All right, so this is the guy.
I'll do it. I'll stab you.
All right, so this is the person who was waiting in the stables for one more day. All right, Corvin.
I mean it. One step closer, and I'll stick you like a hawker.
That's nice. I'm not here to hurt you. I need to talk to you about Brundold.
I don't know any Brundold. That is what I told the guards, and that is what I'm telling you. I don't want any more trouble. You make me stab you, and it's my word against yours.
All right, well, Brundold's dead. He left me with a handful of papers and a lot of questions.
Dead? Stone's mercy. And I'm next, aren't I? I promise. I don't know anything. I won't make any trouble. I'll disappear. I don't even like it here. You'll never see me again.
Well, I didn't kill Brundold. Just tell me what this is all about.
He did not tell me a lot. Said he was tracking some bad people. Asked me to keep an eye out for any unusual comings and goings. He'd come by now and then with a sweet roll and a few coins for my trouble. He was nice.
Interesting. And did you see anything out of the ordinary?
The last time we spoke, it was about the men with the job postings. A pair of wolves in sheep's clothing. Trying to blend in, but still off around the edges. Same with their horses. Sheared mountain mares. Come from the Reach, I wager.
So the east. Actually, it's not. That's not the east. Eastmarch is the east. The Reach is like southwest of here. So Brondold was sort of paying her to try and be a bit of a spy looking out for stuff. Okay. Tell us about these job postings. What were they?
Flyers. They were hanging them at the inn around the city. Something about a lucrative opportunity in the Druidic Mountains. I really did not pay them a lot of attention. I was more interested in the men distributing them.
Okay, so what are you going to do now?
Take Brondle's horse and run before someone less friendly comes to find me.
That's a good idea.
Ron was going to take me back east after he finished here. I want to live where strangers are welcomed with a smile instead of a scowl. I hear Wilhelm is like that.
Oh, really? Not in Elder Scrolls 5, that isn't. Anyway, the people here that suspicious of strangers?
We're stuck between the despot of Markarth and the Skald King of the East. Both sniff around like wolves, waiting for a moment of weakness to strike. Not a day goes by without a threat of war. It is exhausting living this way.
I see. So you think those men were trying to hide where they came from? Those wolves in sheep's clothing you mentioned?
They'd be wise to. The only time Reachmen and Nords meet is to kill each other. I always heard they were raiders and barbarians. No interest in honest labor, or writing for that matter. Not the sort to post job notices.
Oh, I see. Yes, the Reachmen are always clashing with the Nords. Alright, so what do you think they really want then?
Who knows? Maybe they really do need laborers. Can't imagine Reachmen would hire Nords, so it doesn't make a lot of sense.
Alright, tell me about the Reach.
A wild land full of wild folk, located south and west of here. It's changed hands between Reachmen and the Nords more times than I can count.
Yeah.
But they control the territory now. Seeing Reachmen wandering the streets of Solitude, it makes me nervous.
Well, the Reach is where Bright's been questing and doing all the story recently. Anyway, why does that make you nervous?
You'd feel the same if you knew the tales of the fall of Markarth. What the Reachmen do to folks they capture. Better to slice your own throat than let those barbarians take you alive.
Ooh.
If they raid our hold, just run and don't look back.
Alrighty, thank you very much. And Jay joins us. How you doing, Jay? Hope you're having a good week. You've been bouncing between a few games, I think, recently, right? I've started to ramp back up with some of my modding antics, Jay, so I'll have to team up with you again soon for some of that NIF modeling stuff we were working on. Try and get that resolved. All in good time. Alright, so now we gotta go... Oh, we have to search a marked crate at the docks. That's right, that's what the note mentioned. There might be a crate that's been marked with a secret compartment or something. And then we go to the trees to the south. The Bright says, the Reach main story was great. Very good companion to Western Skyrim. So should I do the Reach after this? Once I've done the Western Skyrim, should that be what I play through next? And then East March another time? Jay, not too bad. Lurking, no worries. Yes, keep building stuff for the novel. All good. The trilogy has a name now. Ooh.
Sea giants and vampires are everywhere.
Alright, there's a side quest there, but we're not going to do that right now. We'll save that for later in case we want to do a short stint of a side quest. You reckon it would work well next? Awesome! Alright, here's a marked crate. That is definitely got... I don't know what that symbol means, but it's definitely marked. What did we even pick up? Ash-covered fragments. Alright. Now we can ride mounts in the water, so over we go. So much faster than swimming. I believe they never had that in the game till now. Nice. Sounds good, Jay. We should do some good modding stuff. The first thing I've got lined up will probably be easier stuff anyway. And that'll be good stepping stone for us to getting back to the more complex things that we kept failing at. Jay's our resident 3D modeler, for anyone who doesn't know. Well, all kinds of artists, actually. Jay does all the arts. Does the digital paintings, the physical paintings, the 3D modeling. Alright, there's a letter to Lyris tucked between the covers. Lyris, if you're reading this, I never made it to our meeting at the Blue Palace. I'm likely either dead or in the dungeon, but I was able to send word your way. I don't have solid proof that this Ice Reach coven you're hunting is in Halffinger Hold, but something's rotten in the capital city of Solitude. I know I'm on the right trail. Unfortunately, it seems they know it too. I wish I had more information for you. I'm sorry. Bring what I found to Queen Gurhild? She's more level-headed than the High King. Without her influence, I doubt you'll even be allowed to see High King Svagrim. Oh, I can't keep track of who's who, because it's King... This is not... That's not the king who represents the Pact Alliance, right? Anyway, whatever. The journal itself reads as follows. This assignment is going to be more challenging than I anticipated. Locals are suspicious of strangers. Guards always seem to be watching. Even in a city the size of Solitude, even among Nords, I stick out like a sore thumb. Made one contact at the royal stables. A young woman named Coven. Starry-eyed, naive. Told her to keep watch of unusual travelers. No one else is talking. I'm going to settle into a routine. Get people used to seeing me around. Everything passes through the Lonely Troll at some point. I'm guessing that's a tavern. It's the best place in the city to talk to locals and learn about what's going on. There's an orc that frequents the establishment. Goes by the name of Morph? I don't know. He seems willing to talk, as long as you keep his mug filled. If anyone knows something about Ice Reach Coven, I'm sure to find it in the Lonely Troll. Any trust I built with the locals evaporated at the mere mention of witches. Won't say a word about them unless you count prayers to the gods. I guess they take dark magic more seriously this close to the Reach. But they'd rather shut their ears to it than court misfortune. Corvin came through for me. She said some rugged types arrived on mountain mares, trying a little too hard not to be noticed. They put up postings all around town, recruiting for something. Sharp girl. Fucking hell, how big is this book? A recruitment flyer is stuffed. Yep, that's what he mentioned earlier. Laborers and crafters needed. Brave folks sought for distance and dangerous work in the uncharted territory beyond the Druidak Mountains. Travel is mandatory, food and lodging provided. A year-long commitment required. Ooh, with rewards to match the risks. Inquire at the tavern. Here's a note. Seeing these postings across the hall, nobody seems to know what all this labor's for or where it's needed. Okay. So that could be the Reachman doing it or something, right? I noticed Redguard ships making regular stops at the docks here. And there's a Harrow Storm kicking off next to us. Considering my chilly reception, I find that curious. Cost me a good bit of gold, but the local snitch, Gregor, who I found gambling in an alley, provided a solid lead. Redguard mariners are bringing shipments up from Sentinel. Manifests say we're housewares. Crews look more like mercenaries than traders. She saw one discreetly marking on one of the crates. Think I'll poke around. That's what we just poked around. Tried to grab what was inside, but I got caught and it slipped through my hand before I could get the rest from the crate. I managed to lose the thugs who are after me. I'm just hoping they never got a good look at me. That must have been why he was injured, perhaps. Supposed to meet with Lyris Titanborn before her audience with Queen Gerald at the Blue Palace. Tell her what I've found so she can convince High King Svargrim that there's a threat to his domain. All I've got is suspicions, nothing solid. I've heard the High Queen rules with a lighter touch. She might be the one sympathetic ear that gets us in the door. Alright, that has been a lot of reading. Now, Lyris Titanborn, we're going to deal with Lyris. Does that mean, Bright, that I should switch to having Isabel? Like, is Izzy going to make more swooning comments and stuff if we deal with Lyris? I don't really mind which companion we bring at the moment. I need to level Izzy as well. So, talk to Lyris Titanborn, and that's going to be back in Solitude. Yes, alright. So, we've got Isabel out. She is configured currently as I think mostly a healer. Can't quite remember. I haven't got it properly configured yet. And we don't have travel point. So let's mount up. Let's go meet Lyris. So Lyris Titanborn. Half Nord, theoretically half giant. I haven't quite learnt the lore of how the half giant stuff is meant to work, because usually in the world of Elder Scrolls, there's no half breeds. The closest thing that's occurred to half breeding is the Breton race, but that happened over well, at least hundreds of years, possibly a couple of thousand years of humans and elves breeding. What usually happens is, because there's many races, any race can hook up and breed with each other, and the offspring just matches the mother. I don't quite get the lore in this half-giant business, so I might need to read up on that. Maybe it's not canon, maybe they need to retcon it, I don't know. Anyway, Lyris is awesome. And she's voiced by Jennifer Hale.
Pleased to see you in solitude.
Commander Shepard. Well, if you played a femme Shep. And I always played a female Shepard in Mass Effect, because she is awesome. Jennifer Hale is awesome. And just wait till you hear her voice. Any Mass Effect fans on tonight? Who's this guy? Skyrim guard, okay. There she is. Ooh, different outfit now. Very tanky looking. Hello, Lyris.
Vestige? You're a sight for sore eyes. Feels like it's been ages since, well, you know.
It has been ages.
I'd invite you for a drink, but I'm about to present myself to royalty just as soon as my contact arrives.
Well, we're going to be her contact, I think, yeah. So yeah, Lyris you deal with very heavily in the core original main story of the game and your character. She is awesome. All right, Brondold isn't coming, Lyris. He's dead.
He's what? Oh, damn it. Queen Gerhild will be here at any moment. Look, Her Highness is expecting to talk to me and my contact. I need you to pretend to be that contact, or this will go very badly.
That's fine. We can do that. What's this all about anyway?
We can exchange intimate details of our lives later. Right now, just know that the safety of all of Skyrim, maybe even all of Tamriel, depends on how this meeting goes. So follow my lead and be on your best behavior with Her Highness.
All right, we can behave. Follow your lead with what, though? Never mind.
Lyris Titanborn. Your reputation is known even here in the West. Is this one of your famed companions?
No, but I assure you my partner is one of the Skald King's best. Go introduce yourself, partner.
Yes, the Skald King. He is the leader of the Ebonheart Pact. But I don't know, does he reside in Windhelm or something? Anyway. Cornflower, if you're talking about the Sergeant's Mail, it's Wayrest Sewers 1 and 2 for your heavy attack build.
Now is not the time to lose your nerve, partner. Introduce yourself to the Queen.
There's so many extra little dialogue nuggets when you do story stuff like this. Most people would miss this stuff, and then if you do all of it, it gets very tiring, but I feel like I need to do at least some of it. Anyway, Queen.
I am Gerhild, Queen of Skyrim. Allow me to welcome you on behalf of our kingdom, our city, and our hold. Who might you be?
I am Shade, Your Majesty.
The letter that preceded your arrival said an attempt was made on the Skald King's life. It indicated that High King Svargrim would be next. My husband took that as an accusation and a threat. He will not meet with you, but I will hear you out.
Try to give him a warning and he takes it as a threat. What a dickhead. Alright, I've witnessed some concerning things since I arrived here, Your Majesty.
Have you anything that would persuade my husband? It will take some substantial evidence to convince High King Svargrim to heed the words of the hated Yoren, the Skald King.
Well, there's evidence of Reachman activity around Solitude, for starters.
Reachman transgressions will not be enough for Svargrim to accept outside help. He's a prideful man, and the bad blood between him and Yoren runs deep.
Right.
I will speak on your behalf, But you and Lyris will need to bring me proof he cannot ignore.
Okay. Alright, we'll find that proof.
Thank you for alerting me to this situation. I am eager to see what else you uncover. I will do what I can, but be as discreet as possible. If you run afoul of my husband, he won't hesitate to return you to Yoren, and not necessarily in one piece.
Alright, wow, okay, so... why is there bad blood between High Kings Vargrim and Yoren the Skald King? Because they're actually in the alliance together, with the Skald King representing you, so yeah, what's with the bad blood there?
Eastern and Western Skyrim have been at odds since the kingdom was divided. Yoren's ambitions for the Ruby Throne, however, have created a new level of tension. Forming alliances and raising armies for conquest. Should we not be wary of such a man?
Svargrim thinks Yoren wants to take over his kingdom?
Frankly, yes. He believes Yoren hasn't marched here with an army as yet, because the Western holds are firmly united against Pact rule.
Right.
My husband is certain Yoren plots to erode those allegiances. He will not easily earn the High King's trust.
So they're in, like, an alliance, but they're very firm that they don't want to be ruled, actually ruled and governed by the High King and the Ebenhard Pact. Okay. Alright, well, a soldier accused me of being a spy. Are your people always this suspicious?
My deepest apologies. Between the Reach to our south and the Ebenhard Pact to the east, our soldiers have come to see all outsiders as a potential threat. I will look into this. Vigilance cannot be allowed to become a bludgeon.
Alrighty, what kind of proof do you need?
You must convince my husband that a threat greater than Yoren exists. Further, this threat must directly imperil the High King. Find proof of this, and I will assist you how I can. Helping to keep our hold safe will also allay his concerns.
What we've found so far isn't enough, you're saying?
It's enough for me to believe your intentions are sincere. Learn more about these suspicious activities you mentioned, then bring it to me. If this threat is as dangerous as Yoren claims, prove it, and I will make my husband listen to reason.
Okay. Thanks. Oh, I thought that was Lyris down there. Nope, Lyris is here wearing almost the same stuff.
You handled that better than I expected. Now, what in Mara's name happened to Brundled?
Yeah, so he was fleeing pursuit and gave me a bundle of papers before he died.
Damn. Lucky thing he found you. Brundled was supposed to get the lay of the land before I got here. Without his information, my work for Yoren the Skald King could be over before it begins. What did he give you? Hand it over.
Okie dokie. Here it is.
Smugglers and Reachmen up to illicit business. Nothing unusual there, but Brundled thought it could be connected to the Coven. I'm short a good investigator, and you stepped into the role easily enough. Can I count on you to help me with this?
Sure, because that's what heroes do. What do you need us to do?
Brundled mentioned some locals we should have a talk with. A snitch named Grega, who likes to gamble in back alleys. And an orc named Mog, who frequents the Lonely Troll Inn.
Okay.
Let's find them and see what they can tell us.
Okay. Can you explain what this is all about?
Succinctly? No, but I'll try. The Icereach Coven recently attacked the Skald King. We learned they're planning something in western Skyrim as well. So Yoren sent me to warn them. Beyond that, we have the leads Brundled found, and that's about it.
Okay. Okay, can you tell me anything more about this coven?
Reach witches from an island to the north in the Sea of Ghosts. Nords drove their kind out of Skyrim a long time ago, and we thought they were gone forever. Seems we were wrong.
Okay. Why did Yoren send you to help Svargrim? They obviously have a bad history.
While it's true that Svargrim and Yoren don't get along, the Skald King doesn't want something terrible to befall western Skyrim. That would be bad for the east as well as the west. Besides, Yoren was hoping for an opportunity to improve relations.
Okie dokie. So how do we know the smugglers and Reachmen are even connected?
We don't, but it's all we've got. Even if they aren't connected to the Ice Reach Coven, taking care of a few of Svargrim's problems might earn us some goodwill. Now, let's go check out the back alleys and the Lonely Troll Inn.
Alrighty. She froze for a second there. I thought I had a game crash, like the first game crash for streaming this, but no. All good. Oh, you're going to follow too. You can put your axe away, Lyris. We don't need to fight anyone here. So that's been one of the bonuses, I guess, in playing ESO.
Castle Dower is a monument to the Western spirit. Stony and cheerless. Maybe the new tower will liven up the place.
Alrighty. Yeah, there's a lot more stability in what we do. No freezes and crashes. Also, no quick saves and save scumming either. But in an MMO, you don't really need too much of that. Search the back alleys. Here's a back alley. Gregor, we saw you in our side questing because we had to rescue a dude that was turned into a bottle right there.
Hey, don't step on the dice. There a reason you're interrupting our game, Horkface?
No worries. Harsh? Brundold said you might know something about the smuggled goods from Sentinel.
Don't know any Brondold. Don't know you. Either way, I got nothing to tell you. Get lost. I'm on a winning streak.
Alright, well, let's persuade. Magical persuasion. Brundold's dead because of what's in those crates. They'll come for you as well.
Dead? That's a new one. Nothing Kassala usually moves through port is worth killing over. You didn't hear it from me, but she's the one picking up those shipments.
Kassala.
Her warehouse is down on the docks. You want to know more? Go ask her.
Alright, we'll do that, thank you. Go to the Lonely Troll next. Or does Lyris have anything to add?
Let's stop by the Lonely Troll before we head to Kassala's warehouse. If we can find him, this Mog mentioned in Brondold's journal might know something about Kassala's operation.
Morg, that's how you say it. Alright. And Izzy...
New tales to tell, huh? What needs doing?
Okay. Need you to swoon over Lyris so we can hear all your silly comments and banter. Alright, so up this way... Through the town, or the city. Castle Dower. Large. Very large. I'll recognize this layout from playing Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. And...
Pleased to see you in solitude, stranger.
Ah, yes, we ran into them last time as well. Alright, here we go.
You must be Mog. I have questions.
Questions? Happy to oblige. Buy a few rounds and let's chat.
You're going to answer me, Orc, or...
Hey! Nobody intimidates my friends.
Princess Svana.
Princess? Oh, this is going to be interesting.
Now you've done it. Once you rouse Princess Svana's ire, the best you can do is grovel until her temper subsides. Look on the bright side. There are worse arses to kiss than her royal highnesses.
Alright, Lyris, what do you say?
Sometimes you charge ahead, and sometimes you step in a steaming pile of mammoth dung. I'll let you deal with the princess.
Alright. I do love how just massive Lyris is. Like, you would not want to upset her. She's big and strong to start with, but she is kitted out in solid armor and weapons. I love it. Alright, Svana, what's your deal?
Who gave you the right to walk in here and bully my friend? Did my father send you?
Why would your father send someone to bully Mog?
Because he doesn't like Mog. But I like Mog. Mog doesn't care that I'm a princess, and it doesn't matter to me that Mog's a scoundrel.
Alright
If
then.
my father didn't send you, why are you threatening my friend?
Well, we wanted to ask if you saw the people putting up the job postings.
Smelly bastards. Cheap, too. Wouldn't buy us a drink. They hung their flyers and left without saying a word. Then, a different smelly bastard showed up to sign on workers. He was a charmer, though.
Alright. Love the classic Skyrim soundtrack, and it's just finished. Alright. Do you remember anything else about this charmer?
His breeches fit well. And he was handsome. Not a Nord. Breton, maybe?
Tight pants.
I didn't really listen to what he was saying. A half-dozen workers left with him. Off to the Drudock Mountains or someplace.
Okay.
He hasn't been back since.
Alright, thank you, Your Highness.
Let's talk outside, partner.
Tight pants and was handsome, huh? Anything else from Morg?
Oh, well done. You handled the princess with skill and aplomb. Saves me the trouble of having to talk her down. I'd say I'm in your debt, but it was your she-giant that provoked her in the first place.
She-giant. Alright, do you remember anything else about these job postings?
That's what this was all about?
Yeah.
You and this she-giant looking for work?
No.
You're too late, I'm afraid. The posting agent has come and gone, and with a handful of laborers in tow. The flyers are still around, so perhaps they'll return.
Any idea where they went?
I heard mention of the Drudock Mountains, but I doubt that was anything more than a false trail. Most of these mining concerns like to keep the true location of their hoard a trade secret. Well, is that it? You a competitor out to steal their mine?
Why do you think this has anything to do with mining?
Overheard snippets of conversation and a feeling in my gut. While the hiring agent might have been a Breton, his associates were clearly from the Reach, by the way. I also heard talk of a lodge outside the city. Perhaps a stop along the way.
Well, thank you very much for the information. Anything else from Svanna?
Since we're all friends now, why don't you sit down and buy me a drink? It isn't often you get to consort with royalty.
Are you really High King Svargrim's daughter?
What? I don't look royal enough to you?
No.
I'm the High King's daughter, whether I like it or not. I didn't ask for the position. It was thrust upon me by an accident of birth. And I don't much care for all the associated decorum and responsibility.
Alright, what do you want to do then?
Anything. As long as it's what I want, not what I'm supposed to do.
That seems...
acts like my parents are in charge. But they're just slaves to their crowns. They barely exist aside from their roles as king and queen. I refuse to wind up like that.
Okay, I was going to say, it sounds very princessy, wanting to say, I just want to do what I want, but... Alright, she's saying her folks are just slaves to their title, their crowns. They don't get to be themselves either. Doesn't someone have to be in charge, though?
You're so interested, then you do it! Go on! Get out of here! You're spoiling my good mood.
Right. Alright, the Druidark Mountains. That's, 2 people have said that, and it's what was in the notebook, right? So that's probably where we're going.
You in solitude, stranger.
Where are you going, Lyris?
So we've got a mysterious Breton possibly working with Reachmen, recruiting workers for some unknown purpose. Plus there's a smuggler hiding unknown contraband in a warehouse down by the docks. I say we deal with the smuggler first.
Alright, we can do that if you like, but why the smuggler?
We know where to find her and we more or less know what she's up to. And if the two are connected, maybe the smuggler can help us narrow our search for the Breton.
Okay, can you stop
Ready to
putting
visit
your axe
Casella's
through your
warehouse?
face? Yes. I am ready. Let's go. We are ready. This way. Alright, Cornflower, if you're wanting to do Wayrus Sewers, potentially a little later, we could do a couple of dungeon runs, try and get you geared up. Where are we going? Back down to the docks, that's right. Can we cut through? Can. Down we go. Well, there hasn't been any action yet. We are like 40 minutes or something into this, and there's been no action, just dialogue. Lucky I like the story and dialogue, but hopefully it's not too...
Only one sentry.
sea giants
Let's try not to cause a scene.
everywhere.
Hopefully it's not too boring to watch. I hate it when NPCs talk over each other. Alright, Hazundir.
Private property.
Nice hair.
Lost. Wait. A half-giant? Is that Lyris Titanborn?
You know Lyris?
Blood and Blade. Everyone knows Lyris Titanborn. What a woman. She's even larger than I imagined. No wonder she fought Swordmaster Sai Sahan to a draw. Wait, is he here too?
Oh, no, it's just us. There's no side, but we do need to see Kassala.
Until Kassala returns, I'd be happy to keep fair Lyris company in her stead.
Nice. Oh, she's got a fan. She's got a fanboy. Perhaps we could wait inside?
Alas, Kassala doesn't allow visitors when she isn't here to conduct business. But we can wait out here. Do you think Lyris would autograph my ancestral scabbard? It would mean so much to my son. When I have one. Do you know if Lyris is betrothed?
That's great. Oh, I'm not sure, but if you get your scabbard, she'd be happy to autograph it, yeah.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You don't know how much this means to me.
He's gonna go get it.
I don't know what you said to him, but this is our chance. Try the lock. Good job with the sentry. You got rid of him and I didn't have to bash him or anything. See if you can pick the lock while I keep watch.
Alrighty. It's gonna give me a lock-picking tutorial? Are you serious? Why? I have literal days of playtime in this. Okay. We needing to sneak? No, we don't need to sneak.
Marked crates. I'll watch the door.
Alright. You do that. We'll click on this. Ancient urn. Ash and bones. Ooh, could be dark magic. Reach ritual fetishes.
Shipments would return. Brought muscle this time, I see.
Ah.
More than you. Care to try me?
I'll pass. I just want to know who's been meddling in my business.
Interesting. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What do you say, Lyris?
No harm in talking. Lots of harm in the alternative. For them, anyway. Go ahead and converse with the smuggler.
I love it. Love Lyris. Hell yes. I didn't even know she was going to be part of this story. This is already way better than I was hoping. All right, Kassala.
I had a feeling it wasn't just an opportunistic thief trying to steal my cargo. What are you after?
Well, I'm after proof of a plot against the High King. Care to explain what's in these marked crates?
A plot against the High King? Involving plundered antiquities from Hammerfell? Preposterous. I'm simply facilitating a transaction between treasure hunters and a rich collector. So, who am I paying the bribe to? You or the High King?
What about those reach fetishes? That seemed a bit more specific.
Gimme that! Tribal crafts my arse. I told that son of a skeever I don't deal in arcane goods, especially ones from the Reach. Nothing but sorrow comes from such business.
Yep.
This
That's
isn't
what was in there.
cursed, is it?
I don't know if it's cursed. Who hired you to smuggle it?
No name, just instructions and gold. Shipments come in, I make sure no one looks too closely and wait for a pickup. Never see the same face twice. Last time it was a smooth-talking Breton with Nord laborers in tow. You want more? I need assurances.
Okay, well, I'm sure we can work something out.
They're taking the cargo to an abandoned lodge in the foothills north of Solitude. Occasionally used it myself when the city guard was being thorough. Want to catch them? Start there. If that's all, we're leaving. I'm not losing my head over this.
Can you tell me anything else about the Breton and the laborers?
The Breton was sly. Handsome even. Thought he
With
could
tight
charm
pants.
me into taking on additional shipments. Now that I know what's involved, the trouble isn't worth it. The Nords were local, hired hands from the Lonely Troll.
The flyers. Yep, gotcha. All right, so you never check your cargo.
I'm paid not to ask too many questions. This arrangement was a lucrative one. I trusted them, but it seems they took advantage of my natural greed. That won't happen again.
No, we'll see. All right, thank you. What do you say, Lyris?
Ronald had good instincts. We're definitely onto something. Our mystery buyer is hiring locals to haul these urns and reach fetishes out of the city. But for what purpose?
Some sort of ritual, maybe?
Without a doubt. The Coven's attack on Yoren involved a ritual. Why hire locals, though? Seems like an unnecessary risk. And how does the Breton figure in? I suppose using different people draws less attention. Something doesn't feel right.
Alright, shall we check out that abandoned lodge?
No reason not to. Head there while I circle around from the other direction in case they're already on the move. Just be careful. I'd rather not lose another partner before we actually figure out what we're up against.
Ah, we'll be fine. We have literally fought Molag Bald side by side, Lyris. Alright, I'll see you at the lodge.
Give your sentry my best, and tell him I owe him an autograph.
Oh, he's gonna get more than an autograph if I see him again.
Poor bastard. Alright. How far south are we traveling? We're going north. Okay. Maybe I misheard. Alright, mount up. Isabel, let's go. Let's zoom out. So we can see what we are doing. Well, I do love doing any kind of quests or content with Lyris. So that is a good start. Maybe we'll get to fight something soon. Maybe we'll get to have some action. Who knows? We do have epic soundtrack though, that's pretty cool. That's what we're looking for. Whoa, there we go. Look out.
I have more than I need, so I'll just feast on you.
Ooh. Vampire. Oh, he knocked me down. Alright, now it gets interesting. Creepy crows, yep. Very Reach-esque. Alright, in we go. Gorn's Lodge. Much else apart from some papers on the desk. Letter to Pentarch. Pentarch Zaros. Preparations are complete, my Breton brother. We are ready to begin the ritual. Send the latest shipment to Kilcreath Temple. Sister Ambrit will put everything to good use. You have done well. Await my next command from R. Anything good in here? Nope. There is nothing else. Apparently that's out of range to loot. That's weird. Alright, whatever. Let's go. Find Lyris out here somewhere. Oh, this is interesting.
Over here, partner.
Did you fight all of these? I'm going to assume yes.
All I found were these Reachmen stalking the pass. Decided they'd rather die than talk, so I obliged. They don't look like they're from Ice Reach, but they are wearing the Coven's medallions. Anyway, did you find the lodge?
We did. The lodge was empty, but I found a letter for the Breton. Orders to send the shipment to Kilcreath.
Kilcreath? The temple to Meridia?
Hmm.
Why would the Ice Reach Coven target a local Daedra cult?
The temple was the target of their ritual. It called forth a supernatural storm.
Storms again. I saw the Coven conjure a massive storm on Ice Reach.
Yeah, we were there.
What did this storm do to the temple, and how do you know it was supernatural?
Well, the survivors said the storm changed the pilgrims and priests into mindless husks or feral monsters. That's like the first side quest we did when we got here, I think.
Sounds like what they tried to do to the Skald King, but on a massive scale. I'll head back to Solitude and try again to warn High King Svargrim. You go to Kilcreath and see if the Coven left anything behind we can use as proof. I'll find you there.
Okie dokie. I will see you there. Off we go. That's not far away. So I'm guessing if you haven't done that side quest, then the dialogue is slightly different and it leads you to it.
Stop! A disaster has befallen Kilcreath Temple.
Yes, I know. I was here when it happened. After it happened,
Don't
anyway.
be alarmed. I mean you no harm. But there are Harrow fiends swarming around Kilcreath Temple who do. Head back to safety before they find you.
He is a vampire. So are we! Well, I was sent to warn the temple priests.
I'm sorry, but you're too late. An unnatural storm struck the temple and now the entire area is overrun by vampires and Harrow fiends.
What are Harrow fiends, and what for that matter, who are you?
Harrow fiends are feral vampires, a byproduct of the unnatural Harrow storm. As for me, I am Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. I came here on the trail of remains stolen from a mass grave in Bankurai. They were shipped to Solitude in ancient urns.
Ah, well, we've seen some of those. I found those urns in crates smuggled into Solitude. They seem to be related to the Ice Reach Coven.
Yes, I've run into the Coven as well.
Mm.
The urns and the stolen remains play a part in a ritual to summon the storms. If you're willing, I could use your assistance. I need to finish my investigation of the site to see what else I can learn.
Okay, well, what do you need me to do?
I could use your help to examine the strange pikes erected around the temple. Harrow fiends and vampires roam the area, making it difficult to get close. Hence the need for your assistance.
We can do it.
You see, I'm not that confident in my combat prowess.
Well, we are. Okay, well, what exactly happened at Kilcreath Temple? It's weird to ask that because we already know, but anyway, what happened?
The Ice Reach Coven performed a ritual that unleashed a Harrow storm on the temple. It struck without warning and evaporated as quickly as it began. But in its wake, it left behind Harrow fiends. Innocent priests and pilgrims transformed into monsters.
Okay. What's a Harrow storm? The big question.
That's what I heard the Ice Reach Coven call the storm that struck Kilcreath Temple. It's magical in nature. The result of some sort of ritual performed by the witches. I'm still investigating, but I think Harrow fiends are a byproduct of the storm.
Yes, we know. We figured that much. All right. So, dude, aren't you a vampire?
Is it that obvious? But have no fear. As a member of House Ravenwatch, I have pledged to never take blood from an unwilling subject. I assure you, I'm only here to help.
How can a vampire help stop the Ice Reach Coven?
I am much more than just a vampire. In addition to being an agent of House Ravenwatch, I am a master alchemist and an expert in arcane studies. I do try to avoid direct violence, though, to make sure I never give in to temptation.
Alright, what's House Ravenwatch? I feel like that sounds familiar.
House Ravenwatch is one of the noble houses of Rivenspire. Our liege, Count Verandus, has dedicated us to the cause of peaceful coexistence between mortals and those of the vampiric persuasion. That often makes us defenders of Tamriel.
Okay. Well, the Ice Reach Coven is comprised of witches, not vampires.
True, but I've seen evidence of a vampiric connection. At the very least, the material they transported from Bankurai included the remains of ancient vampires. They were part of an army that was defeated in the First Era. The Grey Host.
Ooh, the Grey Host. That's significant. What's that?
An army that consisted of vampires and werewolves, led by King Styriek of Verkarth. They were eventually defeated by the garrison at Bankurai in High Rock. It all happened a very long time ago. But such remains radiate with arcane power.
Right, so that's why Bankurai has like a bit of a vampiric origin. I think that's where the vampire shrines are, if you intentionally become one. Or even if you're not intentionally, I think it still takes you there. Anyway. Alright, thank you. What is your name again? Fenorian. Time to examine some pikes. and fight some beasties along the way. Bring the noise. Alright, we got some vampire doggos. Yes. Here. Here we go. Oh, oh, lag. Alright, that's fine. Depleted witch pike. What does it do? Let me see.
An alchemical residue. That should prove useful.
Right. Oh, they just killed someone. That's sad. I do love the teleport jump attack. Alright, what do we got? More residue?
Depleted. Just ordinary sticks and rope now. Interesting. Let's look for more witch pike.
You say something, you little creeper? Alright, Fenorian, what were you saying?
Let's look for more witch pikes. The more I can learn, the better chance I have of understanding.
Alright, yeah. Last one's down here somewhere. Oh, take out some more bad guys. Oh, another weird laggy spot. This has got trippy burnings on the ground.
Can you feel the lingering energy? That's Daedric, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
These depleted witch pikes expended a lot of power to summon the Herostorm. Now they're just ordinary sticks, but even in this state, they tell us much about the ritual that flowed through them.
Do they now? Remind me, what did we learn by examining the sticks, the pikes?
I'm sure now that the pikes play a significant role as focal points for the storm ritual. The prepared pikes are depleted as the ritual runs its course, but I sensed lingering energy, including a Daedric taint. And we found an intriguing residue.
Okay, so what's the significance of the residue?
It's the remains of an alchemical poultice that was spread over the pikes. Smells like rotting fungus, doesn't it? With a little study, I should be able to identify each ingredient in its makeup. Then I can begin to understand the ritual.
Alright, so...
One other thing I want to check first. I noticed the pilgrims leading a cart away from the temple right before the storm hit. Coven members could have tried to slip away among the innocents. The cart should be along the road south of the temple.
Alright, let's go find a cart then, shall we? Let's go check on the pilgrims that are probably dead. Oh, that was a non-vampiric bear. Sorry, I thought you were a bad bear. That bear's having a scratch against the tree. I'll leave him go. Oh, here we go. The pilgrims are not dead. How unexpected. Hello. Oh, you're a bit wobbly, sir.
Strange. They're alive, but unresponsive. Check the crates and see if they contain the smuggled items.
Okay. Dust and ashes is what we picked up.
Did you find anything of interest in the crate?
Cute little fox. The crate was empty except for some dust and ash.
I can't believe anyone knowingly involved would have let themselves be exposed to the storm. Perhaps the pilgrims were tricked into transporting the crate. Or maybe it was slipped into their cart.
Could be either. Should we check on the temple now, then?
Yes, of course. Though I fear what we may find there. The temple was clearly at the center of the storm. Regardless, there's still a lot we don't know about the effects of this ritual. Observing the target area could offer new insights.
Alright, let's head there. Let's go. Back up the hill. Actually, it's around this way somewhere, is it? Minimap says this way. Looks temple-esque. I appear to have gone the wrong way, or have I? Hang on. Through there. Can we go up this path some more? Ooh, Arrow Fiend. And do a quick little runestone harvest whilst we're here. Take out more fiends. Around the corner. Get out of here, silly birds. Shoo! Shoo!
These are temple priests and pilgrims. It seems the storm killed them.
Yes. Obviously.
I'll need to perform more tests. But from what we've seen, I believe the storm affects mortals in 3 distinct ways.
Right.
It kills them, transforms them into harrow fiends, or leaves them mindless. I suppose I'd say it harrowed those poor pilgrims.
Gotcha. Alright, so what do we do next?
I want to learn more about the ritual, and how it produces the harrow storms. And I need to confirm my theories about the storm's effects.
Right.
I'll start by examining the residue from the witch pike to identify the components used to power the ritual.
Okay. What do you need? What do you need in order to examine it?
My alchemical equipment. It's extremely fragile, so I left it in my pack.
Of course you did.
I hid it among a copse of trees once I saw all the vampires and harrow fiends. Once I retrieve it, I can find a place to begin my analysis.
Okay, let's go find it. Which is around that way somewhere. Yeah! Where is it? There it is.
That's close enough, Leech.
Wait, wait! I'm not part of the coven! Would you mind asking that remarkably large woman to lower her rather large axe, please? Assure her that I'm harmless. Mostly.
So good.
Looks like I made it back just in time. This place is crawling with vampires, and that one was about to make a meal out of you.
Alright, that's Fenorian of House Ravenwatch. He's investigating the Icereach Coven, just like us.
House Ravenwatch. I've heard of them, but he's a long way from Rivenspire. Well, if you're willing to trust a vampire, I suppose I can too. I spotted a Coven witch. If we hurry, we might be able to catch her.
Ooh, that sounds good. Where?
On the cliff overlooking the temple. Calls herself Sister Embrit. I was going to rush her, but I wanted to make sure you hadn't run afoul of any of these monsters first. No
Thanks.
offense, Fen. Come on. If we're lucky, the witch is still up there.
Alright, we'll meet you up there.
Perhaps I could question the witch before you introduce her to your impressive axe blade?
Fen, that's a cool short name. I like it. Good job, Lyris. Very efficient. Especially since I struggle with names. Got it? You good? Alright, you're gonna faff around there. We'll go and find the sister to the north. Nope, we're gonna fight everything along the way. Did something giggle? No? Yoink. More evil damn vampires. Alrighty. Ooh, ooh, they're spawning in. That's a nice trick. I like it. Very cool. Let's grab this on the way because, you know, that's what you gotta do. Griswood lose his shit if I did not. Ooh, what do we got here?
Harrowed. It seems the ritual needs refinement.
Kill her before she can summon another storm.
Yes, ma'am. So...
Willing sacrifices. How nice.
Sacrifice? I'd rather give you my axe, witch.
We've got to not kill too fast so we can get the dialogue and all the interesting story bits. And the banter. Good job.
I hoped you could take her prisoner. No matter. I found something. This way?
Go with your vampire friend. I'm gonna look around here.
Yeah, I feel like I should be using more vampire abilities. Ooh, that's a big... Is that an egg or an urn?
Do you see? These are the same as the urns smuggled from Bankurai.
Urns. Okay.
They didn't just shatter. They exploded. I can sense traces of magicka clinging to the shards that matched the energy used in the storm ritual. These other fragments, though.
What other fragments?
All this rubble scattered around didn't just come from these urns. The texture and patterns are different. They appear to have used the funerary dust in the urns to summon the harrow storms. But I'm not sure what was inside the larger vessels.
What larger vessels?
Look at the shape of the fragments. They come from a hollow receptacle of some sort. Something at least as tall as you. Perhaps larger. Just another piece of the puzzle. Maybe when I analyze the witch pike residue, an answer will suggest itself.
Alright, come to Solitude with us. There must be a place where we can set up your equipment.
Thank you, but no. I try to avoid large population centers. The temptation. You understand. I'll find someplace nearby, but out of the way where I can set up my equipment and work undisturbed. I'll send word when I have something to report.
Alright, well, do you have a location in mind?
I met a clever woman who lives in the bog near Morthal. Old Mjolin's a dying breed among the Nords.
Yep.
A practitioner of the old magic.
We met her.
The locals both admire and fear her. If anyone can help me untangle the Coven's ritual, it's her.
Yes, very good. What makes you think that old Mjolin can help?
Mjolin's experience with the old ways and reach magic make her ideally suited to assist me in this endeavor.
Gotcha.
She's the closest thing to an expert we're likely to find out here. At least one who doesn't want to feed our eyes to a harpy.
Alright, and have you dealt with anything like this before? Anything
The
at all?
Ravenwatch has had to curtail rogue vampire clans, and put down feral blood fiends on occasion. But I've never dealt with anything like this before.
Alright.
People turning into harrow fiends, or becoming mindless harrowed. It's a nightmare.
Alright, you had a theory about the effects of the Harrow Storm.
Yes, but more research is required to confirm anything. Still, from what we observed here, it appears the Harrow Storm produced 3 distinct results in those caught within it. It turned them into harrow fiends, or harrowed, or it simply killed them.
Alrighty. We will team up once again with the old Mjolin. So this is why it's kind of good having done the side quest, because we know who's who and what's going on.
So, what did your vampire friend discover?
Fen thinks the Harrow Storms create the Harrow Fiends and the Harrowed, which we could have told you that the first time we stepped into Skyrim and started doing side quests.
Reach witches summoning magical storms to create feral vampires? That's horrible, but to what purpose? Well, that's the next puzzle to solve. First, we need to get this information to the Queen. Here. This was for Brondel, but it's yours now.
Okay, thanks. Ooh, it's the end of the quest. Alright, it's a chunky quest. Let me switch quickly to my power leveling for subclassing. We want to power level these healing skills. We double check they are equipped. Don't need to be modded. Nope. Okay, give us the goods.
So, What did your vamp... Reach Witch's... Queen Gerhild needs to hear what we discovered at Kilcreath Temple. Hopefully that will be enough for her to get us an audience with High King Svargrim.
Alright, do we have enough evidence to convince the King and Queen of the danger?
The Queen seemed reasonable. She'll believe us. As for Svargrim, who can tell? I haven't met the man, but everything I've heard describes him as prideful, arrogant, and hard-headed. Even with the Queen's help, there's no guarantee.
Alright, so he's quite the knob, you say. So what do we do if the King refuses to see us?
I'd like to knock down the palace door, grab him by the throat, and shake him until he listens. That would probably start a war, though, and Yoren specifically asked me to avoid that. For now, let's bring our evidence to Queen Gerhild.
Alrighty, we can do that. Let's go see the Queen.
If there's anything else we need to discuss, let's get it out of the way now, before we return to Solitude.
Ooh. Why do you think the Ice Reach Coven wants to turn people into Harrow Fiends?
Hey, you and Fenorian came to that conclusion, not me. Still, it makes as much sense as anything. As to why, I have no idea. This connection to vampires, though, that's troubling.
It's very specific.
We should keep Fen away until we get into Svargrim's good graces.
Okay. Alright, I'm a vampire too, though. Do you want me to stay away?
No, I need you, and you've already been seen working with me. What I don't want to do is risk bringing an unknown factor into the equation, especially not an unknown vampire when vampires are clearly working with the Ice Reach Coven.
Alright, well said. Alright, Fen is going to seek help from a clever woman near Morthal, who we also worked with the other day.
A clever woman? Out here? Nords are extremely distrustful of magic, especially Nords from Western Skyrim.
Yes, we learnt that.
Surprised the people of Morthal tolerate her presence. If anyone can help Fen figure out the Coven's ritual, though, it would be her.
Alright, should we help them with their research, or what?
Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim. We need to convince him that the Ice Reach Coven is a threat to his kingdom, and get him to help us stop them. Let's return to Solitude and present our findings to the Queen.
Okay. Let's do it. Let's switch back to normal. Alright, that was pretty chonky quest. Lots of dialogue. We got an achievement for it. So it's just an achievement. Doesn't give us anything fancy. It just gives us some points. Alright. Anything else, Lyris?
Our priority remains getting an audience with High King Svargrim.
Yes, ma'am. Alright. Back to Solitude we go. Can we teleport? We can. Oh, I just noticed I'm set to being offline. Let's fix that.
If you see a pawn shop, give a shout. I want to get a gift for Aurelia.
Oh, need to leave Aurelia. Don't worry about Aurelia, she's fine. Okay, down
Another day,
to the
another
palace.
infernal harrow storm.
They are the Nords who have no fear of the witchery of the Reach.
Harrow Storms. Harrow Storms are quite chunky events too. I don't think I could solo them. Right now I've been able to team up and take on some Harrow Storms, but definitely not soloable. Alright, here's Lyris.
Assassins in the palace! Help!
That's one of the Queen's attendants. Let's get inside.
Oh shit, alright.
Be strong, Svana.
Mother! No! No!
Svana, your father, the kingdom. Watch over.
Mother! No! You can't die! Mother!
Sire, the assassins might return. You must get to somewhere safe.
Have Yoren's lackeys come to gloat?
We came here to warn you, Your Highness.
And yet my wife lies dead.
If you had listened to us...
Like she did. If I determine Yoren had a hand in this, there will be war! Someone take care of my wife!
There's already war.
Please,
Yep, is knob. Absolute knob. Oh, that's... Is that where they got in or shot in or what the hell happened? Can't talk to them. Can we talk to Lyris?
Gods, what a disaster. The Queen's been assassinated and Svargrim still refuses to listen to reason. We need to find a way to set things right.
Alright, how did an assassin get that close to the Queen in the first place?
Good question. The guards should have been able to handle a run-of-the-mill assassin. This could be connected to the Icereach Coven. In fact, I'd wager my axe that it is.
Broken window, missed in, something like that. Anyway, what do we do now?
Look around. See if you can find any indication of how the assassin got in and out of the palace so easily.
I just
Maybe
said.
even turn up something that ties the murderer to the Coven. I'll make sure the princess is all right.
Okay. Alright, I'll see what I can find. But it's the broken window that I just said. Can we talk to anyone else? No.
Svana's taking this pretty hard. I suppose most daughters feel close to their mothers. Not that I'd know, I never knew my mother. Sorry, don't mind me. Did you find anything that might lead us to the assassin?
Alright, found this medallion nearby, beneath a broken window.
We've seen these medallions before. On the Reachman near Kilcreath. And I saw them on the witches in Icereach. The assassin definitely seems to be in league with the Coven. But can we get Svargrim to believe that and accept the danger he's in?
Probably not. He seemed pretty angry.
Svargrim has every right to be angry. He watched his wife die right before his eyes. But he's the High King. He doesn't have the right to be stupid. Time to make Svargrim confront some hard truths. Come on, the Sword Thane led the king upstairs.
I like that statement, actually. He's the king. He doesn't have the right. He's not allowed to be stupid. Lead the way, Lyris. If only we could apply that more to our leaders in our world. You're a president or a prime minister. You don't have the right to be stupid. Or the privilege.
We need to see the High King.
I should think not. The High King is in mourning. He's not to be disturbed.
The Queen's wasn't the only life lost today. Now get out of our way.
Go right in.
Well handled, sir.
Your Highness, please. Your kingdom is in grave danger.
My queen's blood hasn't yet cooled, and already Yoren's lackeys hound me.
We have proof that the Coven threatening your kingdom is responsible for the Queen's death. Show him, partner.
Here you are.
Does Yoren think me so weak that he believes his half-giant can twist my arm and fill my head with lies? I am not so easily duped, outsider.
It's not Yoren you need to be concerned with. It's the damn Icereach Coven, you fuckwit.
Reach witches? They pose no threat. We've beaten back those wild dogs time and time again, while our brothers to the east bow down to a poetry-writing milk drinker. I will not be lectured on such matters by the likes of you.
Have you heard about the Harrow Storm that struck Kilcreath? It turned your people into Harrow Fiends.
Tales told around campfires to scare the children. Storms happen here all the time, and none of them spawn monsters. The last spy who spoke of such things, well, he no longer speaks of such things. I am the Wolf of Solitude. I know my enemies.
Queen Gerald asked us to bring you proof. That might be why the Coven killed her.
You dishonor my wife's name by letting it pass through your treacherous lips. Away with you! And pray I don't find evidence that ties you to the Queen's murder.
Ooh, can we just
that
punch him?
would not go so well for you.
Just want to punch him.
We'll leave you to your grief, Your Highness.
Well done, Lyris, in staying so calm. Still some shit. There's a book. What's a lead? Okay. Scrying lead. Antiquity scrying lead. talk to Lyris? Nope.
Is it true? Mother told me you were working for her before she...
I'm sorry, Svanna. I would have saved her if I could. You remember Princess Svanna from the Lonely Troll.
We do.
Talk to her, but go easy on her. She just lost her mother.
Yep, that's fair. Alright, Svanna.
My mother. She told me she gave the mighty Lyris Titanborn an important task. Tell me, what were you doing for my mother?
We were gathering evidence to convince the High King of the threat to your kingdom.
Threat? What threat? And do you think this is why someone came into the palace and killed her?
Yeah, the Ice Reach Coven has come to Western Skyrim. It looks like they killed the Queen and others.
Did you tell my father all this? Is he rallying the soldiers? Alerting the other holds?
No, he's too busy being a dickhead. The High King won't even listen to us. He thinks it's all some plot of the Skald King.
My father sees Yoren's plots everywhere, even in his spicy venison stew. Well, I won't let my mother's death be for nothing. She trusted you, and so will I. My father be damned.
Good.
Please, find whoever did this and stop them.
Well, we will do what we can, Your Highness.
I saw the assassin. He moved fast. Unbelievably fast. He leaped through the window after stabbing my mother. By that time, the guards had gathered, so I guess he decided to flee. Try to follow his trail. Someone outside must have seen something.
All right. Okay, did you get a good look at the assassin?
He was fast, that's for certain. Here and gone before the guards could even draw their swords. Other than that, I didn't get a good look. The inside of his hood was nothing but shadows.
Ooh, that's a cool move. Could you talk to the High King about this threat? He might listen to you.
My father? Listen to me? When horkers fly, maybe. But probably not even then. He gave up on me a long time ago. I'm sorry. I'm no use to you. No use to anyone.
Well, I heard what your mother told you. She didn't believe that, neither should you.
I'm not my mother. Never will be. But I swear I'll do whatever I can to help you. You have my word on that.
Okay, cool. Are you going to be alright, though?
No. My mother...
Yeah.
The last time we spoke, I hurled a mug at her. But I came when she summoned me. Just in time to see her murdered. I need to pull myself together. She asked me to watch over my father. The kingdom. I can't let her down.
Good, good. Very good. Alright. Lyris, off we go.
I'd rather not leave Svanna alone. We don't know if any more Ice Reach Coven agents are lurking about.
Of course.
Besides, you're better at talking to people than I am.
Yep.
Find witnesses. Track where the assassin fled to. I'll make sure Svanna gets someplace safe.
Okay. You don't think that the palace is safe?
The assassin may have leapt out the window, but he must have had help to get that close to the king and queen.
Oh.
Even Yoren's guard had traitors willing to help the coven, so why not here too? What was the name of that orc at the Lonely Troll?
Ooh, Mog?
Yeah, Mog. He's lazy and a drunk, but I don't see him as a backstabber. Svanna trusts him. It might put her at ease to have a familiar face around.
Okay.
The princess needs someone to lean on right now, and neither of us has time to play nursemaid.
Alright, I'll track down the assassin. Come on, Isabel, let's go.
Come on, princess. Let's get you somewhere safe.
Don't call me princess. Just Svanna. There's nothing noble about me.
Oh, we'll see about that. Is she gonna end up becoming the pseudo-leader over here? That could be interesting. Alright, find some witnesses. Open the door, please. There we go. Ooh, this doesn't look good.
My wife, she is like ice. So cold, so pale. All the warmth sucked out of her.
What happened?
There was a commotion at the palace. Everyone was headed that way. Except one man. No, not a man. He wore an eye patch, but his face was bestial. He dragged her along like a bone between a dog's teeth. Then he tossed her aside.
Strong.
Pale as snow.
Strong vampire who fed on her. That's what he did. All right, where did he go?
He was fast. So fast. Ran toward the Hall of the Dead. He never even looked back at what he had done.
Okay, let's go. Kind of cool. You can go to the Hall of the Dead in Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. And in this instance... Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Windhelm Hall of the Dead. The Windhelm Hall of the Dead is huge. It's like a, it's a public dungeon. Oh, we've got more dead people here. Okay.
Will you pray with me for these poor souls? Cut down and bound for the Hall of the Dead much too soon.
Okay, tell me what happened here.
It was a monster, a vampire. I have seen such creatures before, but this one wore an eye patch. It moved like a shadow and took sustenance from these poor souls. I called upon Arkay's grace, and the vampire fled before his sacred presence.
For some reason, when they say eye patch, it keeps catching me off guard still. Alright, which way did this vampire flee?
Toward the main gate. I pray the guard finished off the depraved creature before it took another innocent life.
Okay, off we go. This way, somewhere, which way? This way. Through the town.
Pleased to see you in solitude, stranger.
Shield Corporal, whoops.
You again? Didn't I warn you about putting your nose where it doesn't belong?
This guy. A priest said a vampire came this way. Is that what happened here?
A vampire? I don't know what you're talking about. But whoever it was tore out Cenolia's throat and fled through the gate before I could stop him. What do you know about all this? And why is it any of your business?
Oh, this guy, there's so many dickheads. Alright, the vampire assassinated Queen Gerald. Princess Svana asked me to track him down.
The Queen's dead?
Yes.
What about the High King?
He's fine.
He'll have my head for letting the assassin slip away.
Yeah, so maybe you should stop being a dickhead. Well, we could be nice, or we could be sassy back, and obviously we're gonna sass this guy. Dude, your head is probably the least of your worries once the High King hears about this.
You think... Would the High King really... But I'm a loyal subject! No more talk. I need to get Senolia off the street.
You do that.
This is Svargrim's fault. He should have heeded us from the start.
Yes, he should have.
Damn Svargrim and his distrust of Yoren. How many more of his people have to die before he accepts the truth and lets us help him? Forget that for now. Tell me about the assassin. Did anyone get a good look at the murderer?
Alright, the assassin has killed more people on his way out. A priest identified him as a vampire.
That would explain the assassin's swiftness and ability to escape so easily.
Yes.
We knew the Ice Reach Coven had vampires on their side, but using them so blatantly. Anything else to report?
He wore an eye patch.
Well then, time to fight fire with fire. They've got evil vampires, and we've got a friendly one. Let's find out exactly what your friend Fen knows about vampire clans in the area. Where did you tell me Fen was going again?
We have two friendly vampires. Alright, Fen was going to the clever woman at Morthal.
Right, to research the ritual. Go find them and see what you can learn. I'll stay with Svanna. Bring her up to speed on everything we've uncovered.
Okay.
We're going to need her to get the High King to trust us.
Okay.
And I'm calling him Fen. It's simpler.
I like it. I'm doing the same. I really like Lyris's armor. I want to get a set like that. That's really cool. Alright, Fen it is. I'll see him and see what he can do to help us track down the assassin. Off we go to Morthal, which is not that far away, actually. Just to the south. Old Mjol. Mjolin. Alright, another jog through the countryside. Nice, stay still. See, this is the right level of fog. We'll be complaining a lot about the Oblivion remaster having too much fog. Even indoors, this game's done it right. It's there, in the distance. It looks good. It fits. There's a book here to collect. Where's the book? Oh, it's probably in that boat. Let's grab one of these. Tabby just finished watching K-pop Demon Hunters. It's pretty good. I keep hearing everyone who has seen it saying it's pretty good. It's on my list. I probably will end up watching it. You got to go with the trends, right? The whole world has been taken over by the K-pop Demon Hunters and the catchy tunes. It's something, 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 something. Take down. I've only heard half the song once, but that's gonna get so stuck in my head if I watch that movie. I'm scared. The music, yeah. Apparently the animation and everything's pretty good too, right? Alright, old Mjolnir, hello.
I had thought after our dealings with bone wolves and curses, you would find other ways to amuse yourself for a time. Yet here you are again, right in the midst of more problems. What can old Mjolnir do for you this time?
Oh, we just need you helping with Ben over here. This is why I like doing the side quests first.
Middle of nowhere, my friend. You must be freezing. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me how your audience with the High King went.
Alright, well, not well. The Ice Reach Coven has assassinated the Queen, and now Skyrim distrusts us even more.
A bold move, even for them. Old Mjolnir and I have been comparing notes, and we've made some progress studying the Harrowstorm ritual. What happened to your large friend with the axe, by the way?
Lyris has stayed to safeguard the princess. I need your help, because the assassin is a vampire.
We knew that vampires were working with the Coven. And old Mjolnir and I can say with certainty that the feral Harrow Fiends are byproducts of Harrow Storms. You think the assassin was one of the vampires in league with the Coven?
I know it was a vampire, and he wore an eye patch and dropped this medallion, which is a Coven medallion, isn't it?
An eye patch? That's uncommon. And this insignia, I've seen it before. It's the same as the symbol that decorates the urns smuggled out of Bankarai. If it belongs to a vampire bloodline, I'm not familiar with it. I suggest you ask Mjolnir.
Idoki. Mjolnir.
I had thought after our dealings with bone wolves and curses, you would find other ways to...
What can you tell me about the medallion?
A grim talisman. It bears an enchantment of some kind, though the symbol upon it holds no significance that I'm aware of. I can help find the owner of this medallion, but I need some specific items to cast such a divination.
Of course. What do you need?
Bring me the bones of a wolf and a deathbell plant pulled up by its roots. I need the plant alive. The wolf, not so much. With those reagents, I can conjure a divination that will lead you directly to the last person to wear this medallion.
Alrighty, I'll gather the reagents in return.
Deathbell grows throughout the bog. You should have no trouble acquiring it. Wolves are plentiful in the wilderness around Morthal as well, but be cautious. Many seem afflicted by a strange curse. I would hate for you to run afoul of it.
We'll be fine, but what kind of curse?
An icy rime clings to the wolves, sapping the heat and life from their bodies until only a frigid, shambling corpse remains. You are safe from them here, but be mindful out in the wild.
Okay. Is that the curse that we already fixed? Is that where some of the dialogue and stories overlap a little bit? Alright, what do we got? We've got two markers. One marker over here. Oops, that's a bunch of saber cats. Probably didn't need to murder those. They'll respawn. Yeah, it's fine. water hyacinths. We don't need those. That's a bear. Yep, right next to the plant we need. Okay. Oh, and Izzy's leveled up. Good job, Isabel. Alright, so we got the plant. Now we need the wolf bones. Oh, and there's a harrow storm in the distance. To be tackled another day. Is it these wolves? It is these wolves. Oh, it's not like the cursed bony wolves. Okay. Sounds good. And yoink. Oh, there's a big bristleback piggy. Alright, we have arrived, Mjolnir.
Welcome back. Warm yourself by the fire, and tell me about the reagents I requested. Good, good. Divinations can be fickle. The longer we delay, the colder the trail grows.
Okay.
Let's see if we can catch the scent of your prey.
Let's do it.
Mother Wolf, hear me. We seek your blessing in our hunt. Lead us to our elusive quarry.
Did it work?
Mother Wolf smiles upon you. She has seen fit to join your pack and aid you in your hunt.
Thanks. Okay, how will that help me find the assassin?
Mother Wolf has the scent and will lead you to your quarry. I have enchanted the medallion with a divination spell inextricably linked to its owner. Hold it to your nose and breathe deeply. It will guide you along his trail.
Alrighty. It will take me directly to the assassin?
Mother Wolf will guide you along the way, but you must still complete the hunt and find him. If the assassin eludes you, use the medallion to recover his trail.
Okay.
The wolf is relentless in her pursuit. The question is, will you be like the wolf?
Oh yeah, we got this. Don't you worry. Ben.
Fascinating. Every divination appears to be unique. Go ahead and use the medallion. Old Mjolnir and I need to get back to our study of the Harrowstorm ritual.
Alright.
And look! The magic points to the west.
Does it? Oh, now we gotta talk to Fen again.
What an interesting use of primitive magic. That was clearly your vampire assassin. He even wore an eye patch. It looked like he was at a small camp.
I didn't even see it.
And you saw that ball of magic, huh? It went to the west. That must be where you'll find the camp.
Well, that's where we'll go. And meanwhile, Jay has to drop off to the realm of the sleepy times. No worries. Thank you very much for hanging out and lurking in the background. Always love having you amongst us. Hope you sleep well. No bad dreams of evil vampire assassins. Okay, so the enchanted medallion showed us a vision and provided a direction when I used it.
Didn't I tell you? The clever woman's magic can be quite exciting. Not my usual process of investigation, but effective just the same.
It works,
I'll
it works.
leave old Mjolnir to continue our research and follow after you. I want to see how the divination plays out.
So... you follow? No follow? Okay. Whatever. I must have just been standing and facing the wrong way.
You put too much stock in rumors and old wives' tales.
I don't think we're the first to
That is a Harrowstorm location. Or a potential Harrowstorm location. We need the K-pop demon hunters to help us find the assassin. That's what we need. Something, 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 take down. I got somewhere around here. Camp. Ooh, traveler's backpack. And what appears to be a dead traveler. Who I thought was half naked for a second. What have we got in here? Now we use medallion.
Must have been desperate to feed while trying to escape.
So there were tents here. Okay. Now Fen, you say? Can't talk to him. He's busy. Quest log says we can talk to you, but anyway, so it indicated over there into a delve. Alright, off we go towards the delve. Enjoying the scenery and the soundtrack in the meantime. Okay, so this is a delve we've already helped out with. I don't quite remember what we did, but we definitely saved the day. It's already marked off the map. Long load screen? Alright, there we go.
Yes, this is definitely the place in the vision. I'll slip past and scout ahead.
So, you are very invisible already. Okay. Gotta get up there somehow. Map says we go that way. Yes. And murder all of the filthy spiders along the way. Is that what heroes do, apparently? Another poor dead adventurer. Fulmer. We got some Fulmer in here.
That's the end of that tale.
You said it, Izzy. Alright, somewhere through this Fulmer camp. Secluded hideaway. Ooh, that doesn't look good.
I'll deal with you next time you fight.
Ooh. Alright, Fen?
Once again, I prove that I'm a scholar, not a warrior. I don't think he expected another vampire, though.
I see you found the assassin.
I found the camp. Thought it was deserted, but the assassin must have been hiding in the shadows. He got the drop on me.
I see that. Well, at least he didn't hurt you too badly before he got away.
It had more to do with your arrival than anything I did. Luckily, he left behind his belongings when he departed. I saw a map and some documents over there. Why don't you take a look while I deal with this wound?
Okay. Sure. Pentarch's orders. Pentarch Corb. The Harrowstorm at Kilcreath met with unexpected resistance. Our enemies have taken notice of our movements and seek to expose our plans. They are meddlesome but few in number. Deprive them of their sympathetic ear at the court, and we may pluck 2 thorns from our side in one simple stroke. The Coven has lost a beloved sister, and they cry for vengeance. Indulge them, my brother. Same author as we saw previously. What about this one? Pentacorp. The mining consortium is in place and ready for your use. None of these stupid miners have any idea what they have unwittingly signed on for, nor do they truly know the extent of the majestic terrain spread before them. They will do the work and guard their secrets closely, ensuring our own secrets remain undiscovered in the darkness below. We shall continue to replenish the workers periodically, so feel free to dine or send them to your alchemist as you see fit. When the time comes to perform the ritual, they will be in place to provide the energy we need. From Sister Tharda, okay. So they've had miners as a workforce, but also as their food force.
I don't think the assassin will risk returning. Search around and see what you can learn. I'll be up and around in a moment, after I drink from my flask.
Is there a map to look at? What's there? Let's examine the map. What map? Quest marker says to go back out here. So that's what we'll do then. Quest marker says to go back in there. Awesome. Can't find the damn objective. Pick up a map. Not. I must be doing something wrong. Examine the map. Is in my map? Doesn't make sense. Pick up a map. Could be bugged quest. Could be dumb shade. Nope, it's none of those. This just leads us back here. Which we can run around again. There's apparently something in here. Law book. Referring to the Fulmer, I think. Murder the beasties. Level up a tiny bit.
I don't think the assassin will risk...
He was standing earlier. Alright, here it is here. Crude map. Not highlighted, not marked. Quest marker says to go... Anyway, stupid fail quest. Developer fail. Alright. Ooh, so that's just a generic looking mine in a mountainside to me. What do you think, Fen? Are you up? Now he's standing up.
Let me take a look at what you found.
Yes, well, here you go.
The letters are both addressed to the vampire assassin. Hentok Korb. That's an unusual title. This one gives the order to assassinate the queen, where the language is guarded. The other talks about miners and a final ritual. Very ominous.
What do you make of the map?
It looks like a map to a mine in Carthald. It could be the one mentioned in the letter. If that's the target of another Harrowstorm ritual, we need to stop it. Head south to the mine. I'll get word to Lyris and have her meet you there.
Okay, sounds good. Lyris is in Solitude, by the way. I thought you hate or avoid going through big cities.
My particular habits aside, one of us needs to find the assassin, and the other needs to alert Lyris Titanborn. I can handle the latter. Besides, I have no intention entering Solitude. A courier should have no trouble picking Lyris out of a crowd.
That's very true. Alright, well played, sir. Alright, let's see if we can teleport our way out. We'll have to do a double jump. It will be faster. Yes, faster than running.
I have been expecting you.
Yes, yes, yes. Alright, so we are headed down here, way south. Okay, quite a way south from where we were. Oh no, we were there. That's not too bad. Anyway, take the nearest travel point, please. Please and thank you. Let's go. And carefully make our way down the rock face. Like a graceful ballerina angel.
As evil lairs go, I'm not impressed.
I'll take that as a good sign.
Yep, that does match what was in the drawing. Now I need to switch to someone who doesn't care if I open a thieves' trove. Ah.
As I said, your large friend is easy to spot in a crowd. We got here as quickly as we could.
Yeah, somehow you beat us here. We did...
As I said...
We did fast travel and everything.
As I said...
We think this old mine is where our assassin fled to. Good a place as any to bury him.
Did Fen inform you of our findings?
The clever woman helped you track the Queen's assassin to his hideout in Chillwind Depths. He got away, but left behind evidence that the Coven's planning another Harrowstorm in this mine, and we're going to wreck those plans. I miss anything?
Oh, that sounds about right. Yep. Well, since the assassin escaped, they're probably expecting us, so be ready for a fight.
Good. Less chance of them scurrying away if they think they have the advantage. I'm tired of chasing these rats through the shadows. Are you ready to end this?
Oh, yes. Let's go.
These tunnels better be dug on the large size.
So she can fit in. Silver Snow Mine. Ooh, so this is what takes us into the Greymoor Caverns within Blackreach. Oh, that is interesting. I did wonder how that was going to work. Ooh, that hurt. Lyris, was that you? Wobbles out there. This way.
Scaffolding. Let's follow it down.
Careful. The structure doesn't appear to be completely stable.
Yes, I noticed. Thank you, Finn.
Relax. It'll take more than a rickety structure to take down Lyris Titanborn.
Actually, I was more concerned for my own well-being. But if you insist...
Ooh, look at that. That's pretty cool. Looks magic. Here we go. Heart of Blackreach. Super...
Just like the old legends.
Large.
Blackreach.
Yes. And the Blackreach...
So the legends are true. But why is there a town down here?
Good point. Also, Blackreach. The Blackreach we play through in the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim is like only a fraction of the size of the true Blackreach. And it is not this zone either. There's an entire separate Blackreach zone, which is related to where we go, which has got more of the dwarven, neighboring dwarven ruins. So that's for another day. Probably as part of the Reach, maybe? Anyway, what are we doing? Oh, we gotta talk to Fen and Lyris. What do you reckon, Fen?
My research into Skyrim included the legends of Blackreach, of course, but I never expected to see it. It's massive.
Such is it.
That letter you found in the assassin's hideout. It mentioned a mining consortium in the darkness below. Could this be the place?
Yeah, I think so. That letter indicated that the Coven was using miners for various purposes.
Right. If the assassin is part of a vampire clan working with the Coven, I couldn't imagine a better hiding place than this land of constant night. My guess is that most of the miners have no idea what they've gotten themselves into.
Definitely. Alright, should we investigate the town then?
You and Lyris should. It's our best lead for finding the assassin. But if the miners have even an inkling of vampire activity down here, my presence might confuse the issue.
Okay.
I'm sure I can find something to do while you investigate the town.
You're also a vampire though, but okay. Do you have something specific in mind? What are you going to do?
I'll keep out of sight and check the surrounding area while you and Lyris investigate the town. Meet me on the far side of town when you're finished, and we'll compare notes.
Alright, we can do that. You mentioned your research included the Blackreach legends. Anything that we should know?
Most of the legends are superstitious nonsense. It was once supposedly ruled by the dwarves, though. If that's true, we'll see their ruins. There are also a lot of tales about monsters. Pale, feral humanoids, giant insects. Be on your guard.
Yeah, that would be the Farmer and the Chorus. Alright, Lyris, what do you think?
This is impressive. And that's coming from someone who's been to Oblivion and back.
True.
I can't believe there's someone living down here. But at least it gives us a place to start looking.
Okay, well, there's no sign of the vampire assassin as yet.
No, but all the evidence you found suggests he's down here somewhere. Let's go see what the miners can tell us. But be ready for anything. This place has ambush written all over it.
Alright, how do you want to handle this?
Let's split up. Take a look around. Ask some questions. If the assassin passed through that ramshackle town, maybe someone saw him. Call out if you run into trouble, but don't make a move until we're all back together.
Okay. Do you really think we should split up, though?
We can cover more ground that way. And lone travelers are less conspicuous than a large group. Plus, if one of us gets into trouble, the others can come to the rescue. Just stay close to the town. We don't want to become totally separated down here.
Okay. We have our plan. Down we go.
More traps? Did those two idiots set these things throughout all of Blackreach?
Alright, we're not dealing with that right now. Olma right here. Sir, are you aware you're next to Formers and Thralls? Oh, was that guy enthralled by the Former? That's an interesting take. I didn't know they could do that. Okay, more side quests. Another time.
You've done it, Claudina. Truly excellent work.
Phoebe, we have a visitor.
Phoebe? No, never mind us, as you
What an
were.
exciting case. I simply must write down this new development.
Focus on the task.
Looks like we've got some more side quests to get through. I wasn't expecting to be into Blackreach yet. I thought the way it would work is that, like, you know, you do the majority of the main story up in Skyrim and then go down. Looks like we're going to be bouncing backwards and forwards. Oh, that's cool. I'm interested to see how it unfolds. It's a big, impressive town. Yoink.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
I found some stinkhorn herbs. Delightful. Roller. Who is Roller?
Go bother someone else, Horker. If I don't finish this by the end of my shift, the Overseer will have my hide.
Right. Well, I'm looking for someone who wears an eye patch over his left eye.
What do I look like? The town crier? If the Overseer wanted us to be observant, he wouldn't have blindfolded us when he brought us here.
Oh, that's interesting. You were blindfolded.
You weren't? Up to this point, the Overseer and his wife have been extra careful about keeping the exact location of this mine and the mining town a secret. What makes you special, I wonder?
Well, I'm just looking for a man with an eye patch.
Well, I haven't seen anyone like that. Now pick up a shovel and help me or hork off. I can't afford to lose this job.
Alright. Sorry to have disturbed you. Some pages. What's this? A flyer? Calling all antiquarians. Do you have an interest in antiques? Is that how you get into the scrying, or is that a lead that takes you towards scrying? Anyway, never mind. Galuf.
You must be new to Dusktown. You've still got that look.
Dusktown. Okay.
Well, get settled in. You won't be allowed topside again until you complete your contract. So you might as well get comfortable.
And some people's completing of contract might be when they are fed upon and killed by vampires. But anyway, so you're a prisoner down here?
A prisoner? No. Why would you think that? But we did sign a contract. Promised to stay until the work was done and never breathe a word. Otherwise, being a bonded miner with the Bitterblade Mining Consortium is a lucrative opportunity.
Interesting. That's a clever setup. Have you seen a man with an eye patch come through town?
Can't say that I have. And I haven't seen any ghosts or monsters either, come to think of it. Even though the rest of the town can't stop talking about them. Anyway, welcome aboard and good mining.
Okay, thank you. What was that about ghosts and monsters, though?
Oh, don't let the rumors scare you. Miners are a superstitious lot, and being this far underground can play havoc with your senses. If you need to know anything else about Dusktown or working for the Bitterblade Mining Consortium, just ask.
Bitterblade, wow, okay. So you haven't seen or heard anything else suspicious going on down here?
You mean those fools setting up their ghost traps? They're harmless. And if they make the superstitious miners feel better, I'm all right with that. El and Overseer Earlvar have been nothing but fair and honest with all of us.
All right then. So who is Ellen the Overseer?
El Bitterblade. She owns the consortium.
Right.
Earlvar's her husband and our Overseer. They built Dusktown to support their claim. They're savvy business folk. Secretive, but that goes with the territory when you break a new mine.
Okay, I see. Have you seen any locations where bandits could hide down here?
What a curious question. This whole place was tailor-made for undesirables. Tunnels, sunken barrows, dwarven ruins, lots of secluded spots. But don't worry, we're the only ones down here. El's precautions make sure of that.
Okay. Wonder what those precautions are. How did you get involved with this mining operation?
Same as most of us, I reckon. I saw a posting in a tavern, talked to an agent, signed some papers, and here I am. Well, after they blindfolded me and walked me all over snow and creation. The work is hard, but the wages are excellent.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Time for us to rendezvous with Lyris. which is... Well, she's right here. She found us. My bad. Sorry. Lyris.
What a waste of time. These people have no clue as to what's going on down here. I wonder if being stupid was part of their service contract. Did you turn up anything?
No one I spoke to have seen a man with an eye patch.
Just because no one saw him doesn't mean he wasn't here. Let's talk to Fen before we start turning this place inside out. Maybe he's had better luck.
Okay. Fen said he'd meet us outside the far side of town.
Right. Skulking in the shadows.
Yeah.
Lead the way. I'm right behind you.
Alrighty. There somewhere. Ooh, I clenched a little bit, nearly fell off the edge. Alright, up we go. Not inside here? Nope, that is not opened. We can run past.
Over here!
Yes, I see you. There was a page. Was there a letter page or a flyer? What have we got? Don't know. I'll grab this though. Alright, Fen, what have you found in your skulking?
You're just in time. I spotted the vampire with the eye patch. He met with the Coven Witch, who immediately ordered her lackeys to place witch pikes around the area.
Ooh, that means they might be getting ready to do it soon. How can they summon a storm underground?
With arcane phenomena, anything's possible. If we hurry, we can stop this Harrowstone before it causes any damage.
Yep.
You and Lyris should split up. We need to destroy all of the witch pikes.
Okie dokie. What will you be doing while we deal with the witch pikes?
I'll track the Queen's assassin and the Coven Witch. You focus on stopping the Harrowstorm. I'll find you after that, and we'll confront the vampire and the witch together.
Alright, sounds legit. We'll take care of the pikes.
Move. You take the east side, I'll take the west. Then meet in the middle.
Alright, good plan. I am definitely hooked as to see where all of this is going. What's going to happen? I'm going to take out some pesky farmer. And... vampire lackeys. Thank you, Izzy. Good hit. So how do we destroy it? Just smash it? Yep. Alright, we got one up here. What was that creepy sound? Weird things in the water, maybe? Falmer? This being a third-person MMO, you just still don't quite get the creepy factor of a lot of places like you do when playing, you know, Skyrim or Morrowind or Oblivion. But it is still good. I like it. Oh, there's another one. Cheeky. Where did you come from? Okay. Find Fen. Who is this way? Yoink.
You stopped the Harrowstone before it could even get started. Now to deal with the vampire and the witch.
All right.
Well done, my friend. Before the witch could even begin her ritual, I saw the magicka disappear like the flame of a snuffed candle. The witch and the vampire assassin fled to Coggentham's, a dwarven ruin. We can deal with them in there.
Okay, Coggentham's. We should find Lyris first.
Time is of the essence. You get to the ruin, I'll find Lyris and we'll meet you there. It's southeast of Dusktown. If you get there before us, go inside and guard the entrance until we arrive.
Okay. We'll meet you in there. Thank you, Fen. Coggentham's is... Ah. to the south east.
Protect us from harm.
Yes, protect us from harm, I shall. Oh, another herbalist satchel. That's how they've done certain plants growing down here. They don't. You find satchels. And torn cloth. Instead of the cloth plants. Eh, that's cool. I like it. Don't think many players have been down here for a while. There's lots of resources lying around. Side quest there from a dead person. That's for another day. Ooh, loot chest. Don't mind if we do. Thank you very much. Alright, so Kargan Thams is over there. Hopefully we can oh. Yep, that works. Heal up. Is that a different? It's a different dead guy with a note. Oh, dwarven sentries now, yeah. Love the dwarven stuff, it's so cool. I love encountering them in Skyrim. Like, I really like the Dwarven Ruins, the aesthetics, the lore behind it, the machines, everything. I just don't like how large and complex some of those places are. Ben is here. Did you find Lyris? He did. Lyris is joining us. Okay. Let's go.
I sense the presence of other vampires.
Me too. Totally. You know, we also fought some already, before you said that.
So they must have brought them from someplace else.
Ah, right. So these are other Harrow Fiends, not ones created locally. Gotcha. So I think you encounter Harrow Fiends in Bankerai, don't you? I remember when the game first released and everything was level gated, I got myself into Bankerai, which is above my level, so I could try and catch vampirism. That's before they rebalanced the whole game so you can go anywhere at any time. I'm pretty sure I remember fighting some kind of vampire fiends anyway. Pentarch Corp. Oh, that looks a bit... No, don't fight that.
Give up the chase.
Leave the poor commoners alone.
They kept you busy long enough. Sister Stardust will revive exiles.
Oh, he can do a shapeshift. He doesn't have wings though. What is he shifted into? That looks different to what
That's for Queen's girl, you bastard.
It's not a vampire lord.
Sister Tharda.
Interesting. It looks very similar though to like a vampire lord. Like the Volkihar vampires, anyway. Grizz! There are a few places they are at. Interesting. So it is still Harrow Fiends, is it? The same mobs? So let's go through here. Because you played it with me back in the original release too, right? Like in late 2014 or something? 2015? By a fearmonger. And then we returned to the rebooted game in 2021? Out the other side of COVID lockdowns or something? We don't mention how long ago. Yeah. Well, we haven't been playing it the whole time. But yes, it is in the long ago. I feel myself getting older just by speaking about it.
You listen in. I'll unlock the door.
Okay.
Rise, Edsark, and be reborn.
What are they doing? Converting golems or fresh Actonauts into... Turn them into a giant werewolf thing.
The Ashen Lord commands it, and so we live once more, Ulfra.
Alive again? How? You have the Ice Reach Coven to thank for that, werewolf.
Using my recipes, which...
I meant no disrespect to Exarch Singalis.
We're being watched, brother. Next time, Tharda, the Ashen Lord, will expect more than the restoration of a single reliquary. Now deal with the intruders, or I'll toss you to the Harrow Fiends.
Come out, little skeevers. Come out and play with Sister Tharda.
How many of your sisters am I gonna have to kill before you give up?
You tell him, Lyris. She's got her hands glowing with rage, ready to fight. Fen looks like he's opened the door. In we go. Ryan looked more, says, looked more like a Falmer. Yeah, if it was a vampire lord, yeah. Well, it could just be different, yeah, strains of vampirism, different bloodlines, different abilities. Not sure. Or we'll learn more about it in good time. Might catch. Did they turn one of those things into a werewolf? Something else. Like, you know, they talked about it having its life back. Or did they use one of these things to sacrifice to resurrect something as a more powerful werewolf? Don't know.
To you who's killed my dear sisters, our vengeance will plague you beyond the grave.
Alright, thank you, Isabel. Bringing the heals. Oh, and Fen bringing the heals. Oh, bring it on. I'm very good at taking out ads. Why can't we... There we go. Say a target is out of range. Then get it in range. Attack her. What do we do? Attack this big thing, is it? Yep. Flesh Colossus. Alright, and...
One more witch for the pyre. Let's go after the other two.
And no significant loot. But the chase continues. What are these things? It's like some sort of weird cocoon thing. Don't know. Stone? Don't know. Looks awesome though. Very impressive. Alright, nearly have answers. This has plopped us back out Greymore Caverns.
Damn!
Oh, really?
You saw it too, right? That werewolf shed that statue like a snake sheds its skin. Was she inside that stone husk the whole time, waiting to be awakened? Or did the ritual somehow summon her into that vessel?
That's my question.
There's a lot I still don't understand.
That's exactly what I was saying. Alright, well, I don't think we're getting those answers today then. What do you think Sister Tharda was doing in there?
A ritual, obviously.
Yes.
Remember the altar at Kilcreath? We found the urn, the reliquary.
Yes.
And shards from a large stone vessel. I think they were the remains of one of those stone husks. I'm not sure how, but it all ties back to the Harrowstorms.
Okay, how did the stone husks tie to Harrowstorms, though? They don't seem related.
I thought the purpose of the Harrowstorms were to create Harrow Fiends, but now I think that's only a byproduct. The storm somehow gathered energy that the witch used to summon Ulfra the werewolf. Ulfra seems to think she was brought back to life.
Yeah, that's what I said. What the hell's going on there? Alright, so brought back to life. Is that even possible? Coming from a necromancer?
I've come to the conclusion that anything is possible where magic is concerned.
Yes.
I'm going to look around with Lyris, then return to Old Mjolnir to finish studying the witchpike residue.
Okay.
Maybe that will help me understand how the ritual works.
Okay. Sure. Can you really figure out the ritual by studying that residue?
Theoretically. Using my knowledge of alchemy and Old Mjolin's understanding of reach magic, we should be able to figure something out once we know what components were used in the ritual.
Alright. We heard them mention Exarchs and the Ashen Lord. Do you know what any of that means?
I don't know of any Ashen Lord, but Exarch. I came across the term after the incident at the mass grave in Bankurai. It's a rank used by the ancient army. Its members were buried in that unhallowed grave, and their remains were smuggled here.
The what ancient army?
The Grey Host. It was an army of vampires and werewolves that rampaged across Hammerfell during the First Era. There aren't a lot of records remaining, and even the burial site was a closely held secret. Exarch was a rank, like general, I suppose.
Yes, we did hear about that earlier. Do you think someone is trying to bring the Grey Host back to life?
I don't know.
But
that's the impression I got from the witch's conversation with the Exarchs.
Yes.
I wish I knew more about this Zengalis and Ulfra, though. And the Ashen Lord, for that matter. That's why I want to check the ritual site.
Alright. Fair enough. What do you say, Lyris?
Damn it. The vampire and the werewolf are long gone. They called themselves Zengalis and Ulfra, and they had an unusual rank or title, Exarch. I wonder what that means.
They also mentioned an Ashen Lord.
Yeah, I heard. No idea who or what that is, though. Maybe Fen can make sense of what we saw down here.
No, he
In the
doesn't know
meantime,
either.
I'm gonna head back inside. I want to get a better look at those stone husks that were left behind.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
While Fen and I examine that ritual site more closely, you should return to Solitude and inform Svanna that her mother's assassin has been taken care of.
Oh, yes.
She'd want to know.
True, I forgot about
She
that.
deserves to know.
Yes, I forgot that's why we came down here.
I left Svanna back at the Lonely Troll under the care of that drunken orc Mog. Unless he ignored my rather stern warnings, he should be keeping the princess there.
Okay.
I'll meet you back in the city once we finish here.
Alright, so what are you hoping to find at the ritual site?
Anything that tells us more about what the Coven and its allies are trying to accomplish. Maybe something about this Ashen Lord. I'd even settle for a clue that points us to any other strongholds they have down here. We need something more to go on.
That sounds like a big explosion that happened nearby. Anyway, why did you leave Svanna at the Lonely Troll?
Because I don't trust the security at the palace.
Oh, okay.
Vampire or not, the assassin had too easy a time getting close to the Queen. Besides, Svanna feels comfortable at the tavern. I figured she needed some comfort after watching her mother die.
True, but the tavern would still be less secure than the castle. But anyway, rightio. Yeah, what was that? Some big... Oh, there is a harrow storm of some kind over there. Let's go check it out. See if there's any players working on it, trying to clear it, because I can't solo it. There's probably not, though, actually, because there's, like, no players down here. Nope, that is... Unfortunately, that's a big... Nope. That's a nope. Not today. Oh, you thought it was in your end. It's raining fiercely where you are. Big storms, hey? Alright, well, we're not clearing that out. Can we get a teleport into Western Skyrim? There's no one hanging out in Skyrim for some reason. Alright, we'll do the old double jump, double teleport. Pop into Skingrad for a moment. Fishing. And
there you are. I have been expecting.
There you are. I'm going to say this every time I come to the damn city. It's very tiresome. Yeah, it was totally that one. Very tiresome hearing some of these quest givers trying to pester you with their thousands of quests over and over. Alright, down to the tavern. Come on, Isabel.
Pleased to see you in solitude.
Yes, he's going to say that every time as well. Okay. And I'm guessing we're handing in a quest.
So many more.
We want to power level the healing skill lines for subclassing. How are they looking? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, Savannah Unana.
Finally! Waiting in a tavern without a drink is maddening. How do other people do it? And Mog hasn't been helpful. His solution to every problem involves a great amount of alcohol. What news of the bastard who murdered my mother? Did you find him?
Oh, we did. We did indeed, and he has been killed, taken care of.
I would have preferred to see him dragged back here for a proper trial and execution. But at least justice has been served. Were you able to determine who was behind the murder? Was it connected to the threat you came to warn my father about?
Yes. The assassin was a vampire who's working with the Ice Reach Coven, like we said.
Damn those Reach witches! And damn my father for being so obstinate! But what does the Coven want? Are they planning to kill my father? What else can you tell me about this threat to our kingdom?
Actually, we don't know much else. The Coven can summon devastating storms that wipe people's minds and turn them into monsters, for starters.
That's horrible. But there must be more to this than simply turning my people into monsters. Well, I'll do what I can to help you. Mother would have wanted me to.
Yes,
what you've done and discovered will be enough to convince my father. It has to be.
You sure? Yeah, we'll find out. Alright, skill point awarded, and a piece of armor we're not going to use, but we'll take the gold and the XP and the skill point. Thank you very
You
much.
and Lyris risked your lives for my kingdom and have been met with nothing but suspicion. You counted on my mother to be your advocate, to convince my father of the Coven's threat. Now she's gone. I'm no substitute, but I'll speak for you.
Thank you very much. We'll take it. Will the High King listen to you?
My father hasn't heard a word I've said since I was old enough to talk. But with Mother gone, someone has to make him see reason. You know, she tried to teach me, but I never listened. I guess maybe I'm more like my father than I care to admit.
Yes, you might be. Alright, well the Coven isn't acting alone. Someone called the Ashen Lord commands vampires and werewolves.
That makes it even more imperative that he heeds your warning and takes action. All of the holds are in danger. Hoffingar, Hjalmarch, Karthald. My father needs to do something before another storm strikes. Meet me at the Blue Palace, all right?
Okay, yep, we can do that. Alright, we'll see you there.
I just need a moment to think about how to approach this. Consider the words to use. My courtly manners are a bit rusty, and I've never been much for diplomacy and fancy speeches. Shore's bones, I could use a drink.
Alright, we can hear a player doing a murder nearby. That's gross. Alright, are you sure you're up to talking to the High King?
I'm not sure of anything. If I don't do this, though, I'll never forgive myself if something terrible befalls the kingdom.
True. Alright, fair enough. Rising to duty, huh? Just like you said you didn't want to ever have to do. Alright, your mother will be proud of you, no matter what happens.
That's nice of you to say, but I'm not sure I believe that. I hope she's watching all this from Sovngarde. Bet she hates it there. Look, I'll do my best to get my father to listen to you. You have my word on that.
Alrighty. She's a Nord, no surprise. Yeah, well, I know. Rigget is quite the diplomat, if you remember from the previous episodes. Man, Nords can be diplomatic in their own way. No, I agree with you. Watching your mother die in front of you, Svanna, must have been devastating. Do you need some time?
It feels
I would.
like I've been shattered into 1,000 pieces and swept under a rug.
Yeah.
But I don't have time to mourn right now. Not with the kingdom in danger. Now, let's go talk to my father before I change my mind.
Okay. Good plan. We've got the quest. Any more dialogue? What about Morg?
If you're going to make Svanna talk to her father, at least have the decency to buy her a few rounds first.
Yeah.
No one should have to stand before the old wolf in a sober state.
Not bad advice, perhaps. Is drinking your answer to everything?
Isn't it everyone's? In my experience, alcohol in sufficient quantities can solve any problem. Give me 10 wagons of ale, and I'll have this entire East-West rivalry business sorted in less than a day.
Ooh, and how would you do that? Just get everyone drunk and party together?
Despite claims to the contrary, Nords prefer the drink to the sword. Pity orcs can't say the same. Tell Svargrim and Yoren that the Nord's still standing when the ale is gone gets to be king, and we won't spill a drop of blood. Maybe some ale, though.
Why did you refer to Svanna's father as the old wolf?
The crest of solitude. Decorates every stamp and banner. There's even that drab Tower of the Wolf rising above Castle Dower, as grey and solitary as its namesake. Not to put too fine a point on it, but I'm saying the High King resembles an old wolf.
Gotcha. Fair point. Okie dokie. So, that's the point for the next part of the main story, but not sure if we need to do... Well, Grizz, you might remember if you've done this, and Bright, because you've both done this, I think, right? So there's more main story stuff to be done in the above ground Western Skyrim. But should we do the side quests in the caverns underneath before we do any more story in case it takes us down there? Or does it make us do the rest above ground before we go back below ground? Or does no one really remember? There's a lot of side quests down here. That's a few episodes worth, unless I just do them offline, or less, maybe we skip them. I don't know. Open to suggestions as to what we do for that. You go down a few times. Yep, that's what I thought. So maybe we do want to do some side quests in the caverns. Maybe they're quick. Maybe we'll check that out in our next episode. I don't know. We'll figure it out. I'll confer with the ESO experts amongst us. But that is us done for today. That's our episode complete. You like them? Yeah, well, they've been fun and entertaining. Even the ones above ground have been pretty good. So I do like the side questing in this game. It's just I want to see what's happening with the main story. The mystery is I want some answers, but it's going to be a while, I guess, before we get the answers. So yeah, maybe we just have to do some side quests first and be patient. I don't know. But that's us done for tonight. Now, I did actually do a high definition recording for this, so we're actually getting more YouTube hits on these episodes than I anticipated. So this time around, I actually recorded it, so I might do some of the high definition, slightly edited uploads in the near future. We'll see how the numbers and stuff are looking. But anyway, if you're watching on Twitch, stick around for a few minutes. We'll find someone to raid, give them some buzz and some hype and some energy. Meanwhile, otherwise, yes, all live streams and various high-definition recordings of our playthroughs are all over my YouTube channel, organized into playlists and sections and whatever else. Check that out if you're wanting to see this in future. And if you want to see us live, well, then Twitch is the place to do it. But you can also watch on YouTube as well, as exemplified by a few people in the chat today. But that's enough talking from me. This has been Nerdedness. I've been Shade. You've all been awesome. I'll see you in the next one.